believe in me. You don't love me like you used to when we were younger.
I do love you.
I mean, episode 200. We've been doing this for 4 years, that tells me. Almost 4 years.
We'll have to do a special one soon to commemorate this because we were just so fucking lazy about figuring out how to
I know.
commemorate our
It's not
200th
that we were
episode.
it's not that we were
We're
lazy. It's
busy.
just
We're
let's just be
busy.
oh my god, I've been so like in a couple of days I gotta tomorrow I gotta wake up so early.
What's early?
And
How did you like 4 o'clock, 4:30?
yeah, about then. Right
Yeah,
about then. About
I
5
got
o'clock. I gotta wake about 5 o'clock.
I woke up at
And
about 6 o'clock today to get my teeth thing taken. I had my tooth one, but this one was at 7. So
yeah, and it's just like literally everywhere, man.
Are you picking up someone for the radio station?
Yeah, I'm picking up a whole rock group and their instruments
Do you know
and
what the
their
name is?
suitcase, and yes, but I'm not going to say that live because then that mean people can go look at where I work.
Can you text me who it is?
Yeah, it's not for 104. It's not for the rock alternative station.
What's it for?
It's for the Christian station that I work for.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Would you know them? I mean,
yeah,
I know you're more into.
I used to be in that stuff.
I know you're more into punk rock.
Okay, but yeah, just send me who it is now.
Yeah, dude. I'll send you right now if you want that. That's what you want to do right now, because right now I was actually trying to promote us a little bit, get some people to come looking at us. But here's their name. You literally can look them up on Spotify, and they're the first thing that pops up.
Okay, all right, I saw.
Yeah, and by any means, I'm not dissing that one music's better than the other. You know me, I'm all about all music. Mm-hmm. But it's just the one thing that I'm just like, I know other people are kind of judgmental on that stuff. And I'm not saying you're judgmental. I'm just saying people be like, oh, it's just going to be this kind of music. And like, all right, man, it's,
I got it.
It's just it's what you get used to when you work for for different.
Who is Carol Bates?
I don't know. Do you know Carol Bates?
No, Wartech. I'm guessing it could be a bot.
Hey, can you tell me how many stoplights there are?
I don't think she can answer back.
No. How many do I just block her, I guess?
No, just leave her. Let her fucking do shit. I mean, I've been getting messages about comments on our videos that people been watching when we went up in there, and everyone just has their own fucking opinions. So
I like people. People can post their opinions.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if I literally sat here and tried to be like, man, I wish I would take everybody's advice and let them tell me how to be all of my life, then where would I be right now?
Let me know
where would I be right now.
Is Topher listening, by the way?
I don't know, because I don't know if he really recognized that we were doing it today.
Well, I'll let him when he does listen. I just want to say, cool mullet and the soul patch, bro.
Cool mullet and love the soul patch. Oh my gosh.
Well, I can't say much. I can't make fun of it too much because I don't have hair.
You have a lot of hair, man. It's just you don't let it grow out anymore.
It's on my chin and on my balls. So that's
it's and my chest and my armpits.
My belly.
Yeah, my belly.
I got
belly button.
We found a couple black hairs on my back yesterday.
Oh my gosh! I think we're going a little too far, Chris.
Okay, sorry.
Too far.
All right.
I think the people don't need to hear about all your body hair. Not all of it.
All right.
Just some of it.
Let me know when you're. So, are you good on what?
Oh yeah, we had a long talk about you and your wife and you guys. Because we had 4 hours to kill. We had 4 hours to kill yesterday, and he was like, man, I don't know anything about Chris, really. And I was like, oh, let me tell you stuff about Chris. And I gave him some good stories. None that I'm going to repeat, but you can guess which ones I told. Okay. Like some of the good ones. And Topher now feels this closeness to you that he has not felt with another man besides me. Anyway.
Oh, that's cute. So, are you ready? Are you ready to go?
Are you ready to go for episode 200?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
It's a show by Chris Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, now welcome to the 200th episode. That's 200th episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
200 episodes, dude. 200 episodes.
How many days of
what is that? 4 years and 8 weeks?
Yeah, it's a long time, man. But hold on. I'm going to do 200 divided by 6, so 60. I think you could play our shows continuously for 3.5 days. And you would hear no stoppage. It would just be
no stoppage. It would just be listening to our beautiful voices the entire time. Yep. Our beautiful manly voices, and you would never stop. It would just be nonstop. Chris and Neil.
12,000 minutes.
Well, what's 12,000 minutes? So 12,000
divided by 60. Oh, it says 200 days, but that's not right. Right? No. Oh, 200 hours divided
200
by
hours?
divided by
so that'd be 10 days?
Yeah, 10 days. Look at that.
Yeah, 10 days. you can listen to us for 10 days straight now. Oh my gosh. From now on, when people come over to stay with me, I'm just gonna
I'm sorry. This. 8 hours or 8 days, 8.33333 days.
Okay, so almost 9 days.
Over a week. Over a week of us talking continuously.
Yeah. So next time someone comes to stay with me in my spare room, I'm just gonna have little speakers in there, and I'm just gonna have our podcast playing the whole time. Plus, we'll get more listeners that way.
Yeah,
because we have more listens on our Spotify or YouTube. All right, so let's get right into this. First movie that we are going to do tonight, we are going to first talk about a good Christmas movie because this is the season to be jolly.
Yeah.
I think from now on, I'm just going to say the name of the movie and then start doing everybody. So let's talk about 8-Bit Christmas, starring the greatest, the wonderful Mr. Doogie Howser himself, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, dude, you fascinate me. Forget White Castle. Let's go get some pussy.
Huh?
It's a fucking sausage fest in here, bros. Let's get us some poontang, then we'll go to White Castle.
No, Neil, you don't understand. We've been craving these burgers all night.
Yeah, I've been craving burgers too. Fur burgers. Come on, dudes. Let's pick up some trim at a strip club. The Doogie line always works on strippers. Lap dance.
So is it Neil Patrick Blackwood? Is that who that is?
Neil Patrick Blackwood. That is from his comeback. That was his comeback.
Yeah.
And Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, and then he became Barney on How I Met Your Mother.
But he's basically the same character in How I Met Your Mother. Barney's still the same guy.
And the thing, and he was just playing. He was playing upped version of himself in Go to White Castle. Did I get one for Winslow Fegley?
You did.
Yeah. All right. Winslow Fegley plays Jake Doyle Jr. Or
young, because Neil Patrick Harris plays just adult Dick Joy. But here we go.
Note to file: possible homicide. I'll need a shoebox.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Take the body to the lab. Open an investigation. This will probably hit the papers.
It's not my fault. I love animals. I'm on the planning committee for Animal Awareness Month.
You should consider stepping down till this blows over. Which it probably won't.
So I forgot what that's from a Disney Channel movie I haven't seen yet, but I heard it's pretty funny.
Yeah. I looked it up, and to be honest, I looked all this stuff up on Monday and or Sunday or Monday. I can't remember when I sent it all over. But I believe that one is Timmy Failure is the name of that movie.
Okay, yeah.
And then also in this movie we got the great Steve
Zahn.
That's what I said, Steve Zahn.
Oh, you cut out.
Maybe you just didn't hear me.
Okay,
Steve Zahn.
Said, you think I'm free-balling it on these meat slabs after half of LA's open ass cracks have been sitting in here self-pasting? Not on my clock, neat freak. Hi. You writing a book about my cock? If not, you want to quit with the eyeballing Boitano?
So he was probably the best part about Strange Wilderness.
Yeah, he's the best part of a lot of things.
The only good thing about Strange Wilderness, besides besides Justin Long and his fake eyeballs. That movie is so
Yeah.
bad, but yeah, Steve Zahn's great though. I love him.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Zahn is one of those. He's like one of those actors you don't know. Like most people don't know his name, and then they see
Yeah.
him like, oh, yeah, that guy's
Yeah, I've
funny.
seen it. Yeah.
You know, and also June Diane Raphael.
I should have taken that job in Hong Kong after college. It's a 15-hour time difference. I wouldn't have to talk to any of you people. Be tiny little pictures in my Facebook feed I'd rarely look at and eventually block.
And that's from Grace and Frankie, which she is just amazing. She is Grace's daughter.
This movie has tons of other kids in it. Max Mallow should recognize, but someone who's should be higher up on the list, David Cross, is in this movie as well.
Yeah, David Cross is in. Like, this is just a cute Christmas movie. We're going to get into it first, but then the second movie that we were talking about,
big sexy movie,
the big sexy movie of the week, the one, the only, Steven Spielberg's remake of the West Side Story, featuring Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, yeah, that works.
Hazel Grace, they don't actually hurt you unless you light them. I never lit one. It's a metaphor, see? You put the thing that does the killing right between your teeth, but you never give it the power to kill you. A metaphor.
Yeah, so that's from The Fault in Our Stars.
No, yeah, Fault in the Stars, and he was also Baby Driver, and
oh yeah, he was Baby Driver. He's so good.
And did I get one for Rachel Zegler?
No.
It's because all of hers are musicals, and I didn't know what I could legally capture.
Yeah, I remember getting his messages about like stuff that's been taken down because of certain stuff. They're like, owned by Universal. I'm like, oh, okay. So
no, we have public domain because I use public domain.
Oh yeah. That's thanks for the.
All right, tell me who else I got, bro. Because
you got Ariana DeBose, who plays Anita.
People don't turn gay. They are who they are. No, you don't know what you're saying. I do. I do. Look, I know how you were raised, but the world's a different place. And sure, it's not great, but it's better because of people who have the courage to be who they are.
Also got David Alvarez as Bernardo. Rita Moreno from the original one is in this as Valentina.
You don't know. He is one of them. No, Anita. Yes!
A boy like that would kill your brother. Forget that boy and find another. One of your own kind. Stick to your own kind.
So yeah, that's from the original West Side Story.
Yeah, she was the sister in the original. And who else? I think I got Brian.
You have Corey Stoll as Lieutenant Shrink.
Okay, yes.
I always suspected you had a suit stored away somewhere, which begs the question, who is the new Ant-Man? Who is the man that my beloved mentor trusted even more than me?
From Ant-Man versus the Wasp. Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, from Ant-Man. That was actually Ant-Man.
Just Ant-Man?
Because he was Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man. The reason I couldn't pull half of these people's clips were because they all were from Broadway musicals.
Yeah.
And there was nothing that was not live that didn't sound right. So,
you got Brian Darcy James as Officer Crump, Mike Faist as Riff, Josh Andres Rivera as Chino, Iris Menes as Anybody's. I could go on and on. but that's what we got so far.
Because it's the West Side Story. It's like a huge cast. All right. So these are the two movies that we're talking about. Chris, where can they find us?
Find us online at moviesdonesuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdonesuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MDS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MDS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdonesuck. We have a bonfire. Go to bonfire.com, search Movies Don't Suck, and something they do. You can find shirts with our faces or just our logo on it, and tons of other stuff that Neil just stuck on there because he had a good time making shirts. We also have are on all streaming platforms. You either watch us on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. Yeah, go ahead and like all that shit. Subscribe all that shit. And I think
all of it.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's all. I mean, you can search our name Movies Don't Suck and something they do, and we're fucking everywhere. So
Mero zero, man.
Yeah. What do you want to? Who we talking about today?
Well, Chris, for the first time ever, I gotta try something that you probably tried every day of your life, or could try all of your childhood. So that is what I'm going to promote. Are you ready for this?
No, is it applesauce or something?
No. What, you don't think applesauce happened in Indiana? I literally I skipped through a freaking apple orchard to go to my friend's house, bro.
Okay, fine.
All right. All right. Does Texas have apple orchards?
I don't remember any of them.
Why did you say applesauce?
I don't know. You said you were talking about something that happened in Texas. Okay, is it the karaoke bar you went to?
No.
What is
karaoke
it?
bar?
Did you go to the karaoke? No, never mind.
No. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Texas barbecue.
Yeah, dude. Texas barbecue is the shit. It sounds good as Kansas City barbecue, but it's a close second.
Oh, you said it, and you're from freaking Texas.
I know.
That's
dude.
bad. But I'll tell you some that gives it a good run for the money, and that is Lockhart Smokehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Lockhart Smokehouse. It brings Lockhart, Texas barbecue to Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. It was in. I'm gonna say the city wrong. You tell me if I do. Is it Plano?
Plano.
All right, so we were in Plano, but every day they fire up the great smoked classics that made Lockhart the barbecue capital of Texas. Enjoy barbecue at one of the Lockhart Smokehouse 3 locations, which is Dallas, Bishop Arts District, downtown Plano, and Texas Live in Arlington. Now, I've never had Texas barbecue.
Yeah, they're real focused on the meat there, like the way the meat's cooked as opposed to the sauce.
And so, like, I was really, me and my friend Topher were we found this, we were going to go just get steaks because we figured it's Texas. Steaks are, the cows, it's cattle, right? That's a thing, right? So we find the steak place that's in downtown Plano, and we get there, and it's like a dry aged steak place. This first place that we go to,
fresh meat. Oh, hey, Topher.
And Chris, go ahead and tell Topher what you want to tell him.
Hey, bro, I like your mullet and soul patch.
But anyway, and so me and Topher went to this meat place because we're gonna get these steaks, and it was like $145 for.
Yeah, it's expensive for good. Yeah,
because it's dry aged.
Yeah,
and And so, like, instead we hit up Lockhart, which was just like 2 doors down, and just we just like literally just mount down. They have like jalapeno mac and cheese. They had like baked beans. We tried deviled eggs. Had like brisket meat in the deviled egg. Like I did brisket. I brought home like over 2 pounds of meat, so we could eat it up here again. Yeah, it was a really good brisket. So, guys, girls, if you got a time, if you're in the Dallas area, make sure to look up Lockhart Smokehouse Barbecue. Now, again, Arlington, Dallas, and Plano. So it's in the Dallas area. And I'm telling you, you will not go wrong. You can go to their website, which is lockhartsmokehouse.com for any information. And they send, and I'm not telling you, this ain't a lie, they will send you turkeys to your house. They will smoke a turkey for you, no matter what part of the country you, and overnight it to you. Like he said, turkeys could feed 10 to 15 people, and they're smoked. Oh.
Quick question. If you go to next time you go to Texas, go to Austin and have Salt Lake. It's also the best.
So you want me to drive from Dallas to Austin during WrestleMania?
Yeah. Just after WrestleMania, drive to Austin.
How far is Austin from Dallas?
It's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, fuck you. So you want me to drive? So you want me to be in Dallas, Texas, getting messed up for WrestleMania? Topher's going to be there with me. I see Topher's on here, and we're going to be, partying, having our fun and stuff like that. And you want me to drive to Austin, Texas?
Do you want to see with my dad, who's in Austin?
No, I have a hotel already. I already have hotel WrestleMania tickets and all that.
Okay. One day, you and I and Topher, he wants to come. We'll go to Austin and we'll have a good time.
All right, Chris.
All right.
So let's talk about your week first, because as soon as we jump in mine,
so
I got to figure out how to edit
Yeah. So
My
I'll just tell my week. We were gonna do this Thursday, but I was gonna see West Side Story on Wednesday, and Wednesday, I don't know if you guys watch the news, but there's a fucking weather event that caused all kinds of problems across the country, including for a local fire truck to crash into the beloved riot room here in KC. Um,
I went there so many times. I saw Power Man 5000,
yeah.
Lamb of God. I saw Cradle of Filth.
I saw Russian Circles there. It's Russian Circles there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to think of everybody. I saw OTEP. I saw
Yeah.
OTEP there, which is one of my favorite female lead singing bands.
Yeah, they were a good band, that a good bar that played good rock music, and it's sad that it got destroyed. Partially due to weather, partially due to people who have been able to control vehicles that were high profile with the wind. So I didn't get to see. I didn't leave the house that night. I saw West Side Story today, and that's why we're doing it late. So
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
And I saw that you saw it today because it gives me all
yeah.
your updates. All right,
That's so fucked up, dude. I didn't think about that. Yeah, like Neil, me and Neil both use his own Suck account, and my Stubbs was disconnected to that, so he'll get a notification on his phone saying West Side Story, and he's like, I'm not seeing that right now. I already saw it, but no, it's just me.
But all right, so why I'm confused about what clips I've sent Chris and stuff like that this week is because I went to I did everything on Monday and Tuesday, got that done, and me and my buddy Topher went down, or if you look on our comments right now, T Dizzle went to Dallas, Texas, which is a 4-hour drive from where I live, to go see AEW. AEW
is where you both had, right?
Yeah. And AEW Pro Wrestling, and we had a great time. First match was an hour long, which that has never happened on live television unless it was an Iron Man.
Was this a pay-per-view? This is a PPV.
This was like, okay, they only do a pay-per-view at AEW like once every 3 months, but this was their version of a pay-per-view, a version of their pay-per-view for live TV. And it was great. It was amazing. There's a lot of good matches, all that stuff. While I'm waiting in line to get drinks later on during the wrestling event, a dude yells out my name. And I was like, there's no way this guy's yelling out Neil, like my name.
Yeah, Black.
And like, there's another guy in here named Neil. It's fine, whatever. And the dude walks up and he's like, oh, Neil, what's up, man? What are you doing? And like, I am Dallas, Texas. I have only been to Dallas, Texas one other time, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't make friends when I was down there. I just, went to the wrestling show, went to a hotel, and came home. And this dude is just like, dude, da 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 da. And then I realized he works at a place here in Tulsa, and that I know the guy. And he was like, hey, man, let me give you my phone number, and we'll meet up. So we got to meet up later. And then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to tell you this about as PG as possible. But man,
dude, this show is X-rated. Come on.
Yeah, I made it. All right. So I ended up hanging out with this dude, some multi-millionaire guy, 2 other guys. Topher's with me, of course, and we're just going along on this ride, ending up at like 2 strip clubs. We ended up at some strip club that closes at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I am watching this weirdness that unfolds. I mean, I told everybody last night, like my wife and my in-laws, about the story, and by any means, it's like it's a good hour and a half story, and it would take up the whole podcast if I tried to tell the whole story. But I'm just gonna say, craziness went down, things happened. It was weird. It all ended up with me and Topher eating a appetizer platter in my vehicle at 4:30 in the morning. On the
I
way
thought you were
back to the
saying eating
hotel.
appetizer. You go off some stripper's ass, but go.
Yeah, we might have at some point. But it was just weird, man. It was the party went down. We had a good time, and nobody was hurt. But we went to one strip club called Spearmint Rhino. They didn't have any girls there. No, but they had like 3 or 4. And the manager bought us shots right off the back to make up for it. And I was like, oh, that's great. That's what this party needs, is more alcohol, And then the next one was like a BYOB place. I think it's called Ecstasy or something like that. And that was crazy because it looked like the VIP looked like a Dollhouse. whereas like the rooms look like whatever. Like one was like space age, one was like as like pretty much what your kink is, I guess. And it was just weird, dude. It was fun though. Everybody came home happy. Everybody came nice. The next morning, me and Topher went and got Lockhart Smokehouse Barbecue. Had a good time and made it home safely. One guy messaged me and he's like, "Hey, how you doing like today?" So obviously there's all still alive because we kind of took off from them at the, so I hope everything went well for everybody.
Do you want to get into the movies?
Yeah, let's get into some movies, man.
Okay, let's
I'm
talk.
embarrassed to talk about stuff I'm doing right now.
What's about Avery Christmas? Avery Christmas, directed by Michael Dowse. He directed things such as Goon. Remember Goon?
Yeah, I remember Goon.
Stuber, Coffee and Kareem,
Stuber.
And now Avery Christmas. But he directed this, written by Michael. Kevin. Oh my God, Kevin Jakubowski. He's written such things as, oh man, I wish I was more prepared for this. School of Rock, episode of that, but mostly he's just written stuff like
we're a day late and it's episode 200 and you're still not prepared.
I know,
What's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Okay.
You need a hug?
Yeah, I had dental work done earlier today.
Oh yeah, you forgot to tell people about your dental work you had.
I just had 3 fillings put in, and my mouth is sore a bit, but whatever. This stars Neil Patrick.
Alcohol.
Huh?
Drink the alcohol.
I'm drinking the alcohol. This stars Neil Patrick Harris as adult Jake Doyle.
Yeah, dude, you fascinate me. Forget White Castle. Let's go get some pussy.
And then we got Winslow Fegley, who plays young Jake Doyle.
Note to file: possible homicide.
And then we got Steve Zahn, who plays John Doyle.
Said, you think I'm freeballing it on these meat slabs after half of LA's open ass cracks have been sitting in here self-basting?
And then we had June Diane Raphael as Kathy Doyle.
I should have taken that job in Hong Kong after college. It's a 15-hour time difference. I wouldn't have to talk to any of you people. Tiny little pictures in my Facebook feed I rarely look at and eventually block.
And also there's David Cross as Dior and a bunch of other little kids. Why don't you go ahead and give the storyline of this movie?
There's a storyline?
Yeah, you always say that. You think you'd be more prepared when it comes to that?
Say that again?
Go ahead, read the storyline.
Well, the problem is, and I'm just telling you right now.
Do you need to read it? I can read it.
No. I'm going to tell you the problem right now.
Okay.
You want to hear the problem?
Yeah.
For some reason, I had 3 different players of Us Up just now, and I heard you like delayed on 3 different platforms.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was really weird. So I had to close everything out. But yes, I am ready for that.
Okay, go with this round.
Jake Doyle has come home for Christmas. He tells his daughter the story of how he got a Nintendo Entertainment System on Christmas Day in 1988, and his sister got a real Cabbage Patch doll. Telling him that video games are bad for kids will not stop young Jake and his friends. How far will they go?
Do you think that's a suitable storyline?
It's suitable to cover it and not give too much away.
Okay, well, basically, Jake Doyle in his he did a story about how he got his Nintendo.
Yeah, and his friends. And his friends. Let's add his friends. Because his friends make this movie as well.
Yeah.
Like this movie.
8-Bit Christmas. Yeah, it's about 8-bit system that everyone wanted in the 1980s. My sisters got one, and me and my brother ended up playing it way more than they did.
I got one.
Yeah. Apparently,
the Christmas I got it, my mom stayed up like all night long playing Tiger Heli. Remember Tiger Heli?
Yeah, I do. I do remember Tiger
And
Heli.
she had like the top score on that game for my system for like ever, dude. No one ever got it.
My mom had to fight. My mom had gotten the Nintendo, and she had to fight it when he tried to steal it from her cart. And when she got it, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
My mom never told me any story like that, but I mean, my mom was pretty badass, so like people didn't fuck with my mom.
Yeah. So I saw this Friday. I think watched it Friday or last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's on HBO Max if you want to watch it. So it's HBO Max. It's streaming only on there. So if you guys don't have HBO Max, just go and get on that shit. It's a cute movie, man.
This is a
just
really cute movie. I want to say, and this is the best way I guess I can explain it. I guess it's like Christmas Story meets like Jingle All the Way.
yeah. That's a
You
good
know,
way to put
like
it.
that's my best way to say that.
I think it's
Like,
better than Jingle All the Way. Honestly, I do.
yeah, I
Think
think it's better than Jingle All the Way. But what I'm saying is it's like in between the two. Like it's a movie there, and it's funny because all these kids are trying to do crazy shit to get this Nintendo. They come up with this master plan. They come up with this, I mean, at one point they're selling like stuff for Cub Scouts or something to try to win one, and then the next day they're trying to, drug deal. Basically, I don't know. Like, they're doing. They're not trying to drug deal. There's no drug deal.
But I gotta say, man, like also it's family friendly, so your whole family can watch it. And
Yes,
also
by any means.
it's gonna squeeze some tears out of you too.
Yeah,
It's
there's
so
a couple people. There's a couple parts in this movie where you're like, why did he do that? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's so Happy Christmas, man. It's a fun movie. I feel like it's a good Christmas movie. Do you think it'd be a classic though?
I mean, I think anything with Neil Patrick Harris in it should be a
It's already
classic.
classic, instant classic. that
I
way.
mean, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, classic.
Dude. Man.
Classic.
Classic movie.
Doogie Howser, classic. How I Met Your Mother, classic.
It's like one of the longest running television shows on the planet. Like when it comes to scripted shows.
Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events, classic. Anything Neil Patrick Harris is in. And it's not just because he shares his name with a guy who's one of the most beautiful, awesome dudes in the entire world, but it might be. It might be.
He's gonna be in a movie we're gonna see next week.
Spider-Man?
No.
Oh, the one after. So we're Matrix. Matrix.
Yeah,
and
Matrix. Yeah. You see him in the preview. He's like, "Am I crazy?" He's like, "We don't use the word here." but
Yeah. But Neil Patrick Harris. I'm a big fan of his. Winslow Fegley playing young Jack Doyle, because Neil Patrick Harris plays adult Jack Doyle.
Yeah.
Just adorable doll.
I know. All these kids are great.
I mean, there's just
all these
no way you can say about it. Yeah. This is good, fun love. And this is one of those movies that even if you're not a huge Nintendo fan or stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't trap the gamers out of this. No. I'm sure a lot of people like these were gamer culture, but no, this is for everyone.
Yeah, this is definitely for everyone. This is one of those movies that you're just like, wow, this is a really, really fun movie. And on top of that, they have some great and if you are a Nintendo fan, you're gonna have some there's some inside things. I'm just gonna say one thing, and I'm not gonna ruin or spoil it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say 2 words, and that's it. Power Glove. And the whole
Power Glove.
And that what they say about that, man, it made me.
Do you remember the Wizard?
Happy.
Do you remember the Wizard?
Oh, do I remember the Wizard with Fred Savage? Yeah, I think I remember the Wizard.
Do you remember
that kid?
The kid that had all those disciples that hand the power glove? He's like, I had the power.
Oh, dude,
it's so bad.
The Wizard. Like when I was a kid, I usually have it on VHS, dude. It was like one of my go-to films.
That's a classic movie. It's classic, right? And also taught everyone. It taught everyone how to warp in Super Mario Bros. 3. Like they gave that away in the movie. It was like a big advertisement.
Dude, I know, right? We're all like, "Oh my god, there's a secret warp in what?"
Yeah.
I mean,
use the foot.
Jenny Lewis,
Jenny Lewis.
Phillips. Oh my gosh,
Jenny Lewis who went in be a legendary indie rock band.
Christian Slater.
Yeah, Christian Slater's in it. He is in it.
Oh,
and is John Ritter in it too?
No, he's not in it. I know because I literally just right in front of me.
Okay.
But anyway, let's do some quotes, man, and let's get this one. This one is a good one. All right. That's my Nintendo from when I was a kid. It looks like it's a Tupperware. It is dangerous because I will die of boredom. Did you wear a helmet, Daddy? Yeah, we always wore helmets in the 80s. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. None of us wore helmets in the 80s.
By the way, I'm thinking
If
of
your
Bo
parents
Bridges.
say
By
they
the way,
did, they did. What?
I was thinking Bo Bridges, who's the dad in The Wizard.
Yeah.
Bo Bridges.
Yeah, Bo Bridges. It was both Tom Cruise and diarrhea. The two are not exclusive. Kid thinks maybe you can teach my students. Video games make you fat. That's a fact, a scientific fact that we learned. He smells like my dad after he practices guitar in my garage. Or you could just say he smells like Oklahoma. Anyway,
Yeah.
Hey, what can I say? It was the 80s. A swarm of snot-nosed Gordon geckos was born that day. No Christmas cards. This is no Christmas carols. Just Steely Dan.
Yeah.
It had become one with the Nintendo. I had become one with the Nintendo. Forget your sister, man. She's useless. She's completely useless. And let's see. This is our Vietnam. I don't think you know what that means. Of course I don't know what that means, but it is. I knew I should have kept dancing in Vegas. And Japan, the home of Nintendo, where dreams come true. But that's all the quotes I got.
Okay. Why don't you give your score first in this one?
I'm gonna give it a 4. This was a cute Christmas movie. It's rewatchable. Yeah, it's not the next Oscar award winning movie, but this movie was exactly what it needed to be. It was a fun, loving Christmas movie. 2 years from now, I'm gonna pop this on. Maybe even next year, I'm gonna pop this on again and watch it.
And maybe watch it on Christmas, dude. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, because I was the only one I think that watched it in this household. So like literally, and I know I'm gonna be hanging out with my family and stuff, and they're like, what's this 8-bit Christmas? That looks weird. I'll be like, no, dude, that's a funny movie. I will watch it again if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah, so
what about you? What do you got?
My score's a 4 too. It's a really good Christmas movie. It does. It's just exactly does what it do. It's just a nice warm feeling in your belly, in your head, in your heart, and you're gonna end the movie smiling, or crying, or both.
I mean, you're gonna cry. You're gonna smile. You're gonna beat up someone that you're close to. No, wait a minute. That's not a thing. You don't beat up people you're close to when you watch a good movie, is it? Is that what you do?
What do you mean?
Do you beat up people when you're in a good movie?
I don't beat up people after a good movie.
You're a pretty abusive guy, man. I remember when we.
Speaking of being beat up, why don't you guess the audience score on this movie on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, really?
I'm not.
60, if you say it that way, dude, I'm gonna go 65%.
75%.
Oh wow! You said beat up, man. I thought it was gonna go low.
I was, just saying. Okay, now I want you to guess the Big Bad Mean Critic score in this movie.
Oh, the Big Bad Critic score on 8-bit Christmas. I'm gonna say 81.
You deserve a reward. It is 81%.
It is 81%?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink this beer.
And while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and read the critic's consensus. For viewers seeking an undemanding and sweet nostalgic ode to Yuletide seasons past, 8-bit Christmas boots up without a glitch. It's a cute movie. And I'm glad. I hope I see this being something easy to watch. The whole family can digest and be happy about seeing. I think.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. It is one of those movies, easy to digest, easy to have fun too. Don't go into it thinking serious thoughts about this has to be a serious movie. It doesn't have to be, guys.
And if you're with your family and your Uncle Neil is just a little drunk, he'll be happy to watch this with you.
I'm drunk. Let's get a Christmas movie going. Woo!
Do you have news for us, pal?
Of course, I got news for us, dude.
You ready? You ready? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do some news.
Let's do it.
This is movies that don't suck and some that do news. So I'm going to tell Chris stuff about things that are on the internet because he doesn't know it exists because he used to be Amish.
I'm not sure. I don't think I used to be Amish, but
maybe you are.
Yeah,
maybe you are.
Maybe
You or your twin brother. All right, first let's start with the sad news. Let's get it done and out of the way.
All right.
One of my favorite authors of all time, also one that created two of my favorite movies of all time, passed away last week. Well, actually, about 5 days ago on Saturday of last week. The one, the only, Anne Rice, the creator of the Vampire Diaries, Interview with the Vampire movie, also Queen of the Dam, which is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I love that soundtrack. I can pop it in right now. She passed away, so condolences to the family and all that. I know she was in selling rights for her books to become a series. Hopefully that still comes to light, because if you've never read an Anne Rice book and you only saw the 2 movies, go
She had a really
read
unique writing career. She wrote the Vampire Chronicles, then she went to doing erotic novels for a little bit. Then she did a few Christian novels, then went back to the Vampire Chronicles.
Yeah, she did the Vampire Chronicles. She had the witch trials and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, one of my favorite books of all times is Minnock the Devil, which is all about the vampire Lestat, which is in Interview with the Vampire, and it's basically him. Like the devil's trying to make him his right-hand man, and it's a really good story though. It's like,
did you know?
Even if, go ahead.
Did you know that she hated people writing fan fiction for vampires?
Yeah, because that's her character. So, and I get it, but at the same time, you put it out in the world, I get both sides.
I'm sort of the thing that once you put out something in the world, it no longer belongs to you. Like once yours, not everyone's from now on after it's been released.
So, do you know Barack and Michelle Obama? Have you ever heard of those guys?
I know who they are.
Yeah.
So
Power couple. There's going to be a Netflix movie based on them and on their lives, and Jeffrey Wright has just been added to the cast in an undisclosed role.
I don't think he'd be a good Barry, but
he would definitely not be a good Barack Obama, and I don't think he'd be a good Michelle. All right. Let's get this news out of the way right away, because I know it's Friday and everybody wants to hear this. Kevin Feige has already confirmed there is a Spider-Man 4, and it's already in development. It's already.
I know they're doing 3 more, right?
Yeah, they got 3 more for Tom Holland.
I know. So Tom Holland said he's gonna take a break after Uncharted comes out, and he's gonna start a family with Zendaya.
No, I didn't hear any of that, but whatever. Whatever they decide, that's their life. The guy has been an actor for since he was 10.
Take a break. Take a breather.
Yeah, take a breather. I get it. Spider-Man No Way Home has now the only thing bigger than it ever on a Thursday night release is Avengers Endgame.
Isn't that fucking crazy? It's the pandemic, and this movie is the biggest movie probably ever. Since Endgame.
Because it's easily on its way to $1 billion.
I went to the movie theater today at 11:30 a.m. on a Friday, and the theater was packed with people to see Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you know what? Cool.
Yeah, I'm glad with that. Dude, bring it back. This would be the movie that ushers in people returning to theaters. Everyone talks about, Godzilla vs. Kong. It was this one. No, Spider-Man No Way Home. That's what everyone's there to see. Yeah, that's when everyone's going to be in theaters packed. I know the theater that I got, which is tomorrow morning, I barely got seats for it. So.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah. It was.
I probably should talk to my wife about that as soon as I get done.
You guys, you got to get seats now.
So one of your favorite punk rock bands of all time is writing a movie based on one of their most popular punk songs of all time.
What band are you talking about?
So Avril Lavigne is writing a movie based on. You're a huge punk fan, and I thought Avril Lavigne.
She's mall punk. She's
that's your punk right there. Man. That's 2002.
I wasn't mall punk.
What 2002? What are you 18 in 2002?
Yeah, I was 16, but yeah.
You're going through your punk phase. That's like Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy.
I'm still in my punk phase, even though I'm wearing a black sweater.
I know who you are, dude. Anyway, so Avril Lavigne is turning Skater Boy into a featured film based on the story of what she wrote that song on.
She said, "See you later, boy."
Yeah, but, it was not good enough for her. Anyway, also John Legend is now producing a contemporary New Orleans style set for Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, so he's gonna be doing the movie, or
yeah, he's basing a movie based off of the classic, but he's gonna base it more around like New Orleans.
That's interesting.
I said New Orleans. Let's be honest, it's New Orleans.
It's Nolans.
Nolans.
Yeah.
I love Nolans.
Yeah, Nolans great. I love Nolans.
Yeah, I love that place. I've gotten into so much trouble that I will never talk about on an open microphone ever in that city, and it's great. I love going there. Mega Man got bought by Netflix, and they're going to be doing a TV show.
Okay, I'll see how I feel about it when it happens.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be animated or what they're going to do, man.
I can't imagine a live action Mega Man being any good. And
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking about the development stills they have for it, and they show like a Mega Man like live action, like wearing the blue suit, and they're like, that looks fucking weird. Like imagine that. So I would support a CGI, version of it.
I would support anything as long as it's good. As long as you don't give me Super Mario Brothers movie.
they are making a Super Mario Brothers movie, but it's
I know, but I mean like the original one with Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper. The one that
John Leguizamo. Yeah.
Don't look that up, folks. Don't waste your time. If you want a good laugh, go look at the trailer.
Get really high and then watch it. How about that?
Yeah, definitely.
Get blitzed and watch it.
A couple Percocets, whatever.
Take a shot.
Quaaludes? Is that still a thing? Quaaludes? I don't know.
No, you're old, man. So
yeah, I know. Aquafina and Sandra Oh will be playing sisters in a new Will Ferrell produced comedy, which 20th Century Studios grabbed the rights to an untitled comedy that they're now releasing, but they'll see Sandra Oh and Aquafina playing Jeopardy.
God, that fucking reminds me, dude. Don't Look Up comes out, I think, on Netflix on January 1st.
Why?
Adam McKay. It has Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio. It's that. Look
what movie is it? Is it The Red Notice? Or Look Up to the Sky?
Yeah, Don't Look Up. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, when's that come out?
It comes out on Netflix on the 1st.
January 1st? I can't wait for that. That is like the movie I'm looking for.
It's in some theaters, but right now I think it's released in Netflix. I think the week after it's released on theaters. So I can't wait for that either. I'm super excited for it. But I'm trying to folks, we are trying to figure out how the fuck we're gonna see all the movies and do an end of the year review episode at the same time. We're figuring it out. Figure it out
though. Man. This man is not only too fast and too furious. This man is not only one of the best XXX special agents of all time.
Ice Cube.
But then this man is also one of the greatest people that get bounty hunted across multiple galaxies. Today, Vin Diesel said was a good day for Riddick 4. Riddick 4 is still in development, and he put it out today. Actually, 2 days ago. My bad. I'm sorry. I read this wrong.
Today is the 17th of December.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Your face.
Well, you said today.
Out there been asking about Riddick. Today was another great day. Thank Universal for always believing in me. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. Yeah, we're getting Riddick 4, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
oh yeah.
I'm
gonna make you watch the fuck out of all of them for
I've
that
seen them
movie.
all. I've seen them all.
Have you really?
But did you play Escape
from Butcher Bay?
What was that, a PlayStation 3 game?
No, dude, it's like Xbox.
Way back then? I've not
seen like OG Xbox, dude.
Dude, I gotta see if I can play it somewhere. I'll figure it out.
It's great. It had so many F words in that game, dude. So many F words.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can sneak up behind people and slice their throats. Oh, I love that game.
Okay, I've heard about it. I'll take a look.
Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer recruits Florence Poe. Yeah, whatever.
Florence
I don't
Pugh.
care. It's Christopher Nolan, dude. I'm doing this story for you. All right. So
Okay.
just shut the hell up and let me do it and get it through. All right. All right. He recruited Florence Pugh, who you know as the White Widow or Black Widow, the new Black Widow. Rami Malek is now added, and so is Benny Safdie. Have all now joined the cast. Okay, there you go. That's all you get on that freaking piece of crap.
Come on, dude. Chill the fuck out a little bit. You like Florence Pugh because she was in Fighting with My Family.
Yes, because she played. Yeah, of course. She's awesome.
She was also in Midsummer.
All right, we got a couple more good stories,
Okay.
and then we'll get to the next one. Let's see. Ernie Hudson has announced. If you don't know who Ernie Hudson is,
by the way, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Ernie Hudson's birthday day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And on his birthday, he announced when they were talking to him, he let it slip that I just got an email because we're doing another video game. I have to go in and do some voice work.
Is it gonna be Ghostbusters? It's gotta be Ghostbusters.
There's a new Ghostbusters video game.
Yes. The last one was so good. The last one was so
good. I only played like a couple of stages. I've actually been looking for it so I can play it, but I don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the only thing where it was released.
Yeah.
You need to give me a PlayStation 4 for Christmas.
PlayStation 5 Christmas. So I don't know if
I don't need a 5. I said a 4 because a 4 you can get now for like $100.
So if
I can play the Spider-Man games, all the games are going to be.
Dude, if I get lucky for Christmas, maybe I'll send you a PlayStation 4. Maybe.
Nice. All right. Anyway,
my wife.
If you got Spider-Man games, send those with it too. Anyway, Blue Beetle, the superhero from DC, is now getting his own standalone movie that is going to go to cinemas and not HBO Max. Originally, it was going to go to HBO Max, but now they're sending it to the cinema as of 2023.
Blue Beetle.
Yes.
What is that?
Originally, it was a guy who ran into a piece of alien technology that takes over him, and he can fly. He can take over technology.
Who produced the? Is this a comic book?
Yeah, originally, yes.
But Marvel or DC or who?
DC. It's all DC universe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so originally, it was going to be on HBO Max. They already got the guy signed up for it. It's going to be directed by Angel Manuel Soto. Sorry, Angel Manuel Soto. And who's also doing the Batgirl.
He probably goes by Angel now because they changed it when it's whatever. So
the character was created by Jamie Reyes and Keith Griffin back in the day.
Oh.
But it's basically and what they're going to do is they're going to go for more of the teen one.
Mm-hmm.
So
I won't for that.
Let's see.
I'll see it. We'll see.
Netflix has announced this week that there is now going to be a Goonies TV series.
Yeah, I heard about this. I'm interested.
Sarah will work. Okay, let's see. The Goonies on Wednesday, it was announced that via Variety that a television project inspired by the iconic 1980s film. The Warner Brothers. Sarah Watson, the bold type in Parenthood, wrote the pilot script. The Donner Company and Amblin are involved in the producer. Sarah worked nonstop to deliver this incredible script. We had our table read, and then the world shut down for COVID. But it's still on board, man. So
all right, let's do it.
Talking about Netflix one more time.
God, they're really trying to keep up, aren't they? They're trying to be like, no, Amazon, did you say the fuck back? We got shit going on.
Yeah. The studio behind The Five Bloods have now signed to a multi-year film deal with the one, the only, the one that tells you how to do the right thing. The man who told you about that Black Klansman, the guy, the legend, the one that told you about Jungle Fever, about Malcolm X.
He also couldn't tell you. He also told you the white men can't jump.
Yes, the one, the only, Spike Lee has inked a multi-year film deal.
I can't wait, dude. If he's putting stuff out on Netflix, it's gotta happen.
I mean, a lot of freaking. Here's another piece of news. I'm just gonna throw in really quick. Kick-Ass is getting rebooted. They're not gonna do a third. They're gonna reboot it.
Okay.
I
I mean, the
don't
first
know if
one's
they're gonna.
so good, dude. The first one's so good. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, the second one's but I mean, it was good. I mean, it wasn't the worst, but it was still
people
good.
still get squeaked out by like little kids saying "cunt," and also seeing Nicolas Cage fire a gun at her. They're still freaked out about that.
Also, The Evil Dead is getting a video game, and Bruce Campbell's doing all the voice work in it.
What in the fuck? I need to see that. I need to
Yeah,
play that
right.
game.
I'll send you the link to that one.
Okay.
And the biggest news, I believe, out of all these,
Okay, well, is it big news for you, for me, or for all of us?
for all of humanity,
Okay,
all
all
of
you.
humanity, Chris.
Okay.
Because this is, we got to announce this because this is
Okay.
amazing.
I'm ready to hear it.
You're ready?
Uh-huh.
One of the greatest actresses in the history of all humankind. One person that I'm pretty sure at least 90% of the planet Earth knows, on January 17th is turning 100 years old.
Is it Julia Roberts? Sorry. Who is it?
Julia Roberts is like 1 year older than me, you fucking dick.
Oh, she is? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's really she's only
She just
43.
looks like the same age her whole life. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
Who is one of the greatest female actresses of all time that you could think could be old, is 100 years old? Come on.
Shirley Temple.
No, you're literally looking it up on your computer.
No, how old no, Julia Roberts is 54, man. She's not 40.
Yeah, 2 years older than me. Anyway.
Who is it?
What if I told you that she knew what it felt like to live in Minnesota? What if I told you that this lady knows about the shittiness of a city in Ohio named Cleveland? What if I told you that this lady only can say thank you for being a friend, that she can travel around the world again?
Just fucking tell me, dude. I don't know.
Betty fucking White.
Betty White. Okay. She's
Betty White turns 100 years old. And for people that are fans of it, look, Mark Dunn even popped in and said Betty White. Come on. I haven't talked to that guy in like a decade, and he knew Betty White for my description. You son of a bitch. Anyway, literally. All right. So Betty White, and not only is this birthday celebration just so you can celebrate it on January 17th, you can go to Fathom Events, and in 900 movie theaters nationwide, they're going to be playing one of her best episodes of The Golden Girls when she hosted Saturday Night Live, Hot in Cleveland, the show, The Proposal, and the Mary Tyler Moore show, which is where she was from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now, literally, they're going to have cast of friends and family and people during this whole little event giving their view on Betty White, including Ryan Reynolds, Tina Fey, Robert Redford, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Jay Leno, Carol Burnett, Craig Ferguson, Jimmy Kimmel, James Corden, Wendy Malick, and Jennifer Love Hewitt, all like within this segment. So go to Fathom Events, and all money and the proceeds from this is how awesome it is too, goes to 100% the charities that Betty White works for animal preservation, for animal, because she's a huge animal advocate.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the money goes to that. And it's celebrating Betty fucking White. I don't know how much you can love more than that. I think that's a good, happy story to get us into our last movie, the 4.5 hour musical that we had to watch, West Side Story. Let's get into it. Hit that button. Well, this movie don't suck in some of the news. So I tell Chris information so he can lose more hair worrying about it next week.
He's right, guys. I knew this here. So you want to let's do it, man. Let's talk about West Side Story. Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg. I can do list the names he's done, but you know a fucking ton of them, right? I mean,
E.T., like he did
Raiders of the Lost
E.T.
Ark.
E.T.
Third, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Well, Munich,
AI. He did
Lincoln.
that one. AI.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
I like
do
how
only movies with
E.T.
initials in them?
Saving Private Ryan. Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. RoboCop. No, I'm sorry. That's not him. He didn't do
You're
RoboCop.
being Paul Verhoeven, who I saw.
Yeah.
I saw his most recent
Jurassic
film.
Park, Hook.
Yeah.
I mean, Emperor of the Sun, Color Purple, War of the Worlds, Terminal, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can. The list goes on. It's Steven fucking
The
Spielberg.
big fucking giant. I'm sorry, big friendly giant.
Big friendly giant. Don't
Uh,
mess with the BFG, dude.
Okay. So see, it's where he directed this remake of the musical. This is a musical, and then I think the film was 1958 or something like that. Um, the writer of this remake was Tony Kushner, who's worked on a bunch of Spielberg films. That includes Lincoln and Munich, and a ton of the other things that he's worked with Spielberg before. And it's based off of the musical Arthur Lawrence wrote. This stars Ansel Elgort as Tony.
Hazel Grace, they don't actually hurt you unless you light them.
Also, this stars Rachel Zegler as Maria, Ariana DeBose as Anita,
People don't turn gay.
and then we got David Alvarez as Bernardo, Rita Moreno as Valentina. She was in the original West Side Story.
Still don't know. He is one of them.
And then we also got Brian Darcy Jones as Officer Krupp, Corey Stoll as Lieutenant Shrink.
I always suspected you had a suit stored away somewhere, which begs the question, who is the new Ant-Man?
And then we got Mike Face as Riff, Josh Aldrich Rivera as Chino, Iris Menez as Anybody's, David Alvarez Morales as Annabelle, Sylvester Zara as a ton of other people. Why don't you go ahead and read the one-sentence storyline for this movie?
An adaptation of the 1957 musical West Side Story explores forbidden love and the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds.
Let me ask you a question, pal. How many musicals have we talked about on the show?
A few.
We talked about
Hamilton, In the Heights, Stars Born.
It's not a musical. Not a musical.
Stars Born is too. They bust out music like every 5 minutes of that damn movie.
I know, but the problem is that music is way better than stuff that's West Side Story to me. I am not
Disney movies. There's a few Disney movies we did. There's that one movie, Midsummer. That was a musical.
other movie, yeah, The Lighthouse. That was musical.
What was that other musical we did? I, Tanya. That was a musical.
So listen, what is your thoughts on old musicals like this, like from the 50s and 60s?
So this is. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna. You want me to go straight for it, man? I'm gonna go straight for it.
I'm ready for it, man.
All right. I love the original West Side Story. I think it's like when I was a kid or whatever, it actually made me really cry and made me think about it. You know, today I can admit that I couldn't admit it to the people I knew back then. But today I can admit it. That it's like it kind of, you know, you got two sets of people that are against the people, just like, you know, like the G's, like the Crips and the Bloods, you know, like, you know, something like that. And I kind of grew up with people that were in that mindset and stuff. But so when I was a kid, I really liked, or even throughout my life, I liked the original West Side Story. I've watched it once or twice in maybe the last 5 years. And I like musicals. You know, I like musicals. I've always made it very clear I like musicals. I've always been a huge fan. This movie, to me, is the exact same movie with bigger sets, different actors. That's it. And it's a little more colorful. It's a little more colorful. It's a little bright, colorful.
Unnecessary is what you're saying.
Dude, it didn't bring me anything new. It didn't bring me anything new. And I'm sure this is going to be like, going to get like 142
Oscars
awards and nominations or whatever and stuff like that. And I get it. I mean, the people who did their acting in this movie, all of them played their part. Tony was good. Tony and Maria looked like they were just horny teenagers ready to get it on to the break of dawn right off the back. Bernardo and Anita freaking hit it off each other. Valentina played great with Shop. Officer Korupke was great. Like, everybody played their part, you know? Everybody played their part. And I'm not saying this is a bad movie by any means. I'm not saying you will have a bad time watching this movie. But if you already know the original, you're just going to go into this movie and you're going to see it and you're like, okay, the sets are a little bit like what's the best one I can point out? America, you know, that song America,
Yeah,
you know,
okay for me
here
in
in
America.
America,
Yeah.
you know that
Okay for
song.
me in America. Yeah, everything's free
Yeah,
for
yeah.
America.
Originally in the I think what year did they even make the original movie?
1950. Let me find out. Keep going. I'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
okay. But the original movie, like, you could still say that it was a sound stage. Like, it was a small sound stage, and maybe even it was a sound stage in this one, but it looked more grand. It looked huger. Like they were in an area where, so that's the only thing. Like, the original, you can kind of tell they're on sound.
1961.
Okay. So, like, in the 1961 one, you can tell they're on sound stages and a lot of their singing parts and emotion parts, even when they do the little riot fight between the Jets and the Sharks, you can tell they're on a sound stage. And this, it looks more grand because, yeah, it's Steven Spielberg. Of course, it's Steven Spielberg. He's going to put his, money, time, effort into it. And so the sets look beautiful. It looked more dangerous, more corrupt, more. Are you okay? Are you just reading?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
listening?
yeah. I'm listening. He says
You're
we're
doing
corrupt.
this weird thing with your face. It's kind of
Sorry,
confusing me, man.
sorry. Okay,
You're doing like.
Yeah, I'm just.
You look like you almost look like Prince in Purple Rain there for a second. You're like, ah.
But
anyway, so like. The movie was good. It was great. Not great though to me because I just feel like it was just it. It's like Beauty and the Beast, the Disney the live version. You know what I'm saying? Is that a good movie? Yes. But is it literally scene for scene exactly the animated movie? So what's the point of it? If nothing's changing, if there's no new stuff, if there's no new information that we are getting out of this, why?
So I need to tell you something. I never seen the original, right? So I'm this.
Did you watch the original before you went and watched this new one?
No, because you watched the original.
Oh my god!
So I'm giving my view of it, dude. I'm not a musical guy. I generally don't like musicals. I was yawning a lot throughout this thing, yawning a lot. I am tired, but that's not the point. The point is what I'm saying is that this movie is 2.5 hours long.
You're always tired.
If your movie is 2.5 hours long, and every time a song happens, like fuck again. That was me. Like, and I've heard these songs before. You know, like they're part of culture.
So before you went, did you smoke indica or did you smoke
No.
sativa?
I was fine.
Hybrid.
I just been.
Oh, you weren't high. You weren't high.
I was not high. No, and you know me. I don't watch movies high. So the first time. So it's fine. It was grand. It was done in the Spielbergian fashion of beautiful and gritty at the same time. I am not a musical guy, so I'm not the right guy to rate this. I mean, everyone did their part, man.
So you know what I'm hearing right now? We should not have covered this movie.
Exactly. Yeah,
this is not a movie we should have covered.
Yeah.
To be honest, because my thought is just like, look, I like the original, and this to me was just like the original. And the thing is, they changed things that.
So I know that Valentina, Rita played Valentina, and reading up on it, the original one had Doc, the actual guy, and this person plays Doc's widow, Valentina, right?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm seeing? Okay. Is that dumb to change or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
That wasn't the only thing. Like, lyrics of songs got changed because of the times.
Oh yeah, I bet
like
they were.
Song, I wrote it down. Like, I'm so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so pretty. Like, originally This is what the line is. It's, I'm so pretty, so witty and gay, and I pity anyone that's not me today. Because gay meant happy.
Yeah, 1961.
They completely exit that out. There's no gay. It was just like, I'm so pretty, I'm so witty, I'm so witty and
Also,
pretty.
I read that something that was changed is that they gave Maria a different job. In the original West Side Story, she was a bridal consultant, right? She worked at bridal shop.
Yeah.
And this one, she's a
They
maid.
made dresses and stuff. They didn't. They weren't maids or whatever. But I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there was changes that were made to, I think, kind of update it or kind of make it seem updated. And I don't think it was necessary. And on top of that,
how were quotes done?
Huh?
How are quotes on this one?
I mean, I got some, but I mean, I basically wrote down things I already knew the quotes. I already knew.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother used to watch all the musicals and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's go through quotes. Let's give our ratings, and let's just get this one. Let's get this one done and over with.
Yeah.
Now, what was the name of this movie?
West Side Story.
The Last of Us. They can't make those Caucasians. Frank don't know his ass from his elbow. When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. That's one of my favorite lines ever from this movie. You know, I wake up every day to everything I loved being taken away by the people I don't like. Don't be shy. Meet a guy. The first gringo boy that smiles at you, pow!
Boom!
I want to dance, goddammit! Tell Tony I look forward to seeing him. Maria, say it loud. And there is music playing. It actually goes, Maria, say it loud, now it's music playing. Anyway, you come where and just do whatever you want. Everything great in America, only if you're white in America. I can't talk my guys out of making trouble. Trouble is what they are made of. Now, this is another line that changed, because originally this was Officer Korupke. But instead, they made it, Dear kindly Judge, here run. My life is so rough. With all my parents' marijuana, they never gave me a puff. That was originally Officer Korupke. Anyway, I felt like I was falling off the tallest building, and I only stopped when I saw you, Chris. What's up, boy?
Ow!
Okay. I'm not done yet, motherfucker.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, I say let's get some beer, some weed. Let's go to the zoo. Isn't that what we do? Like every
that's how we get together, man. You and me.
Find another one. Find one of your own kind. Stick to your own kind. You kill a gringo, they kill you. I have weathered you gonna grow up. No, I have. Okay, the theater is dark. I don't know what you want. Life matters even more than love. All right, give me your rating. I want your rating first.
So I'm. This was not the movie that I would watch. One that if you're a musical person, you'll find a lot to like about this. I'm not one of them. Wrong person to review this, but I guess I'm gonna give it a 3.7. Because I can't really honestly review it. It was a genre I honestly dislike when it comes to movies altogether. I can watch. I watch romance, but musicals is something I can't get past. So I wasn't, and I was just. I mean, I was like, God damn, this shit's 2.5 hours long. Jesus fuck. So that's my view of it. What's your score?
I'm gonna get a little higher than I'm gonna go 3.8. And the reason being is because yes, it was colorful, it was beautiful. The people playing their parts.
Technically, well acted and well made.
Yeah, it was well acted. It was beautiful. The problem is it wasn't changed enough to make a bit of difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides it going on bigger stages or better effects to make it look like it's a bigger world and stuff like that, that's the only thing that really changed about it. And I mean, all the actors and actresses did a good job. If I went and seen this at a Broadway play and I was like at Broadway and I saw this,
Fantastic, right?
fantastic, all day long. Fucking would
Yeah.
love it. And you know, me and you both have seen Broadway plays, both of us.
Sure, we
So
have.
we,
Yeah,
you know. So and nothing against that. So if you want to go and see a movie that you feel like you're at Broadway, perfect movie for you. This is it. 100% on it. But it doesn't have the intermission, so you're just gonna have to pee your pants through the 2 hours and 45. Well, I mean, it was 2 hours and 36 minutes. So that means on top of that, you got to add 25 minutes for previews now. So you're looking at 3 hours.
Yeah, this is a whole day thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're at home, this is better at home streaming device. I'm not going to suggest to go to the theater for this unless you really want that overhead sound effect and all that coming into you. But to be honest, man, I just wish they would have changed something up. They would have done something. I don't know. They needed to do something to make it a little bit better.
Okay. So
all I did was kind of update it. They didn't add like a whole different storyline or different feeling, you know, whatever.
All right. So what's the audience score on this in Rotten Tomatoes?
All right, let me see. The audience score on this is going to be 64.
95%.
95?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, what is the critic score on this?
81.
92.
Wow. What? Let me hear. I want to hear what they had to say.
Steven Spielberg's West Side Story presents a new look at the classic musical that lives up to his beloved fourth fare, and in some respects, might even surpass it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they did do the sets and stuff like that better, and they updated
it. And you don't really, yeah, you're like whatever. Yeah,
but to me, I already saw this movie. I've seen this movie plenty of times, and it was like, to me, it was just pretty much by the time we got to the halfway point in this movie, I was like, I've seen this movie. I know this movie. I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like making a remake of, you know, The Goonies frame for frame with different people.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's.
I'm not trying to be negative.
I'm
just one of those people. If the original is better, then just go see the original.
Yeah. So next week we are talking about Spider-Man: No Way Home. One of the biggest movies of the year
definitely. Spider-Man. It's all Spider-Man. You better sit down. You better get ready because next Thursday. Oh no, we're doing Wednesday because of Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, live at 6:30 p.m. Central. We're going to be right here on this freaking whatever streaming service you're on. If you're on our YouTube channel, our Twitch, our Facebook, whatever, we are literally going to be bringing it down. And oh my gosh, it is going to be Spider-Man. I am going to go so geek out about it. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see all these comic books that are right behind me there, and you don't see the filing cabinets I have over here. I am going to geek out on Spider-Man like a freaking geek only can geek.
We also do Nightmare Alley.
Okay, whatever. We're doing the Del Toro movie too. But Spider-Man is going to be intense. I'm going to even cut the news in half. I don't have to because it's Christmas season and most news stories kind of.
You know, I actually got Lee to watch Pan's Labyrinth for the first time last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she liked it. She liked it a lot.
Pan's Labyrinth is a great movie.
Yeah, Pan's
Labyrinth. Del Toro, he did the Hellboy franchise. He did Shape of Water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shape of Water. And Pan's Labyrinth. What else?
Pacific Rim.
I couldn't hear you.
Pacific Rim.
Oh, Pacific Rim. Yeah, great movie too. Don't judge him on Pacific Rim. I'm just joking. Anyway, but Pan's Labyrinth, it's subtitles, but if you get a chance, dude, that is a trippy ass movie.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's great. right.
So Del Toro's Nightmare Alley, Spider-Man No Way Home, and believe me, I'm going to tell you this right now. Our little stories at the beginning. We're gonna give each other Christmas gifts at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about any story. I'm not going to tell you anything about the week. I don't give a shit.
We're
going to talk Del Toro. We're going to talk Del Toro. There'll be like a 3-minute news segment, and then it's going to be like an hour of Spider-Man No Way Home because I am ready. Because we're going to do a spoiler and we're going to do a non-spoiler and a spoiler section on that. We're going to tell you 17 different ways to Sunday what we think the Spider-Verse is going next because they've already made like announcements today that I've been trying to avoid all week.
So are you saying that next week when we talk about Spider-Man, I can go make a sandwich and I'll come back and we'll be halfway done?
No, because I need no. Why do you say that?
Okay, all right.
Are you saying that what I say is not interesting anymore?
No, I'm saying it's interesting. I'm just saying
I'm
just saying you're long.
That's it.
No,
I'm just gonna sit here and drink. You finish that.
You're long-winded when it comes to Spider-Man. That's fair. I was just joking. So you can visit online, Movies Don't Suck on Facebook, facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter, NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram, NTS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. We are on Bonfire, go to bonfire.com/Movies Don't Suck. Something to do. You can find stuff with our favorite churches and stuff. Merch, right? Merch is good. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all streaming platforms when it comes to the nice, clean, edited version, which will be released on Sunday and automatically posted to our Facebook once it's done that. And I think that's all I need to say. What do we do for small businesses, pal?
Small businesses. If you got a small business and you want to advertise right here on Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do for thousands of downloaders and our hundreds of viewers, just come out, let us know. We'll be more than happy. Send us your information. We're not going to charge you anything because guess what? We're just two working schmucks. I work in radio. Chris works in porn. We just do we just do different things for good people. So if you want to send us your information, we'll be more than happy to just put your name out there on our platforms and let people buy some products from you. Because I don't know about you, but like today, for my wife, my lovely wife, I went out and bought stuff for her today for Christmas.
Yeah, her stuff is already here. I has yet to wrap it though. So
I didn't buy one thing from a commercial area. I bought all local.
Nice.
Yeah.
The stuff I wanted, it was the stuff she wanted was from local businesses, but across the country because she has very specific things for pottery and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Anyway,
so if you literally are want your place advertised to thousands of people, and we got listeners in every state, let us know. Send us an email. Send us a message if your friend's starting a business. Let us know. Send us free examples if you got something. We'll be more than happy to just try it out. Be awesome and explore it right here on this movie podcast with the thousands of listeners, hundreds of viewers. It's awesome. We'll be more happy to. Are you done for the night, man?
You good, man? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Wait. You have sushi coming?
No, it's upstairs waiting for me to eat.
What kind of sushi?
I got spicy crunch tuna roll. I got eel avocado roll and what's called a volcano roll, which is I forget what's on that, but I picked it.
I got a quick question before we hit the button. Actually, you know what? Let's finish this off and then I'll ask you a quick question.
Okay.
That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter what day that you are fiending to get that Nintendo Entertainment System and go home and play your games, get out of the way because you might be a jet and the shark might kill you. Have a good night. So, I have to ask because you're my friend.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this question?
I'm ready for you. Yeah.
All right. And you can answer honestly.
Okay.
Have you gone to Whataburger yet?
Oh no, because the lines are way too long.
Oh, is it? It's because there's only one store right now.
Yeah, and it's down the block. Like you're not across
Every
the block.
time.
Like, yeah, just like 40, 50 cars Going to
And where's the Whataburger in Kansas City? Where did they end up putting it?
It's down. It's near the plaza. Like, yeah, I think you're right close to the plaza. It's a stupid idea.
It's
to
near
put
the
it there.
plaza.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you go inside or order it on like their app?
Because I am staying away from that area nowadays. Like until
Oh
like
yeah, Christmas
season.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So after Christmas, you should definitely like. I know they got an app, and you can order for pickup times.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Here you can. I don't know
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and I know Whataburger's your shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, here for me, going to Whataburger's like going to McDonald's. It's like there's gonna be like 3 people in line in front of me, and that's normal. There you got a single Whataburger, and now everybody's feeding over it like crack. Which I was down in Texas, and I passed In-N-Out, and I didn't go get one. Should have got an In-N-Out burger, but I also got Texas barbecue for the first time and ate like a shit ton of Texas barbecue. So
yeah, you want to take yourself live? You got to take yourself live. I got a few questions to ask before I go eat.
What's that?
We're on live right now. I don't want people to
Oh,
hear.
yeah, sure. Thank you, everybody, for watching us today. Make sure to follow us on any one of our platforms. You guys have a great weekend, and see you guys all.